I feel like crying. I don't know what it is. Back to black and white, by the way, for today. I was thinking of going sepia, but it was borderline black and white, so I just went with black and white because seemed to have lost the color a little. Around day before yesterday night, I had a sad realization that I have spent proper quality time with this friend's parents more than my own parents. And she's not even a close friend. To be honest, I'm thinking of what her last name is right now and I can't think of it. Yeah, I don't know. In my phone, I have saved it as the person's name and then the school name. I think it's Shah, but I'm not sure. Yeah, I think. Oh yes, okay, I remember. Trivedi. It's Trivedi. Okay, see, it took me that much time to remember what her last name is. But I have spent more quality time with her parents than my own. I went to play Holi with them at 4 p.m. or 5 p.m. I was on Uttarayan with them, so we did kite flying together as well. I was with them when we went to watch a movie together. I would have gone with them for a concert as well, but like for that I went with my own parents. That was a last minute thing. But this realization I had when we were sitting on the floor together and having dinner after watching a movie together at the theater, but like we were sitting on the floor together having food together that her mom had cooked while watching TV, and then we sat and played cards, poker. They know I love poker. No, they don't know that I love poker, but well, my parents know that I love poker. Nevertheless, I played at Ashvi's house. And then when I came home, I was sad. Usually I sleep in my room, in a different house. But I went to sleep with my parents in their bedroom. And well, no change. They didn't question it or like think why did he come out of nowhere. Just treated it like any other day. I bought a watch organizer recently, and I don't usually go around thanking people. I wrote a beautiful thank you message to my parents. To that, also, they had no reaction. Of course, the watches in it, well, I bought them myself. I went to the store and bought them, apart from one watch. Well, two watches technically. Like the Rolex that I bought by myself, all to both of them. The Frank Miller, I didn't want as a gift. I just wanted my dad to get it for himself. But well, he got it for me. Appreciated. But it was like later when I got home, he's like, "Oh, it's for you." Even though I told him to get that, but like for him. And then I would say the nice surprise gift once he got me. I don't remember when that was. I think he surprised me once when I was in Toronto for my birthday. After which I had a car accident. Well, not immediately after, but like 4 days later, 5 days later. And then like I remember when I had finished my grade 12, he bought me a Rado, and I wear this Tissot he got me all the time, but that he got for all his major employees. I try to communicate with them that, we should spend more quality time together. That, at Ashvi's house, I felt like I've spent more time with them because all festivals in the last 3 months I celebrated with them, which I didn't with my own parents. And festivals are the time for family. So they just joked about it. Today, when I from office, I was exhausted. I came home. I went to my house, took a shower. They called me. They're like, "Where are you?" I was like, "I'm in mine." I was sounding very tired. They're like, "Oh, we thought you went to Ashvi's house," joking with me like that. Then later, when I had said that, then we'll spend some family time together, my dad's like, "Okay, I'm going for a meeting. I'll come home sharp at 10 p.m. 10 to 11 p.m. Let's have some family time. Whatever you want." So I actually spent time planning out what all family time, quality time, how we could spend it. And my dad came home at 10:45, 10:50. At that time, I was having my food, and while I'm having food, I like to watch something. So I was watching Big Bang Theory, and well, he made me stop doing that, and then him and mom were just looking at their phone. No quality time, just made me stop watching it. That's it. I know they love me. I know I love them, but I don't know what it is. Is it my hormones? This clock, this one, I got it in Japan. I for the first time turned it on yesterday, and since yesterday I've had this bad feeling. Might be quite superstitious of me, but well, it's quite coincidental. Anyways, my reason for major sadness is not that. My major reason for sadness, well, first of all, I don't know, but maybe it is that I'm flying well to Delhi tomorrow. I have a flight tomorrow. Technically now today night it's 12 a.m. 12:25 a.m. and I'm flying to Toronto after 4 months. 4 whole months almost. Yeah, 4 whole months. I came back to India on 25th of December. I'm gonna be going on 28th April. Well, 29th April. It's been 4 whole months. It has been 4 months. And well, none of my friends are there. Rohan, I could say, is my only friend over there now, and he's in Japan. My one of my favorite countries. And they know that, but they didn't invite me. Not only that, they know I lived in Japan and they didn't even ask for the itinerary or what stuff to see and so on. Of course, they have a guy over there who's a big fan of anime who's been there before. And all the people who I used to call my friends, they stopped replying to my messages. There were some people where I saw it coming, where I knew that okay, they wouldn't respond, they don't care about me. But then Aliyah, who I've spoken about in the past as well, somehow she has gone all silent on me. One of those people who I thought who actually cared about me. Aliyah, nothing. Aditya replies like I'm talking to my ex-girlfriend, and she replies better than Aditya now. Valerie responds better than Aditya. Shivam doesn't respond, but I had no hopes for him anyways. Kareem responds, but then he doesn't. Like, for example, I said hi, "How are you?" He said, "I'm good." Wouldn't ask how I'm doing. Mohammed doesn't reply on any platforms: Snapchat, Instagram, WhatsApp, nowhere. With Zara, I'm only touch on reels, through reels. With Idan, I think it's all falling apart. She says that I'm just overthinking, but well, she doesn't. Previously we used to talk and it was a two-way engagement. Now she only responds. I don't know. Am I such a bad person? In the last 4 years in Toronto, was I unsuccessful in making good friends? Definitely I was. With one friendship with Kevin falling apart, everything fell apart. I love watching Big Bang Theory. Not just because it's entertaining, but also if I go on a deeper level, it's because Sheldon gives everyone a very hard time, but they haven't abandoned him or outcasted him. Bernadette in one of the scenes says that Sheldon doesn't do it knowingly. A part of his brain is giving that other part of veggies, so he's basically just. Why couldn't my friends have the same amount of sympathy or understanding for me? Why couldn't they understand that I was dealing with a medical condition? Okay, at first they didn't know, but then I told Rohan. My dad called them and told them, well, behind my back. Nevertheless, I think it was too late by the time they found out. But after they did, or even why that was happening, no one thought what I would go through. In the last semester of the university, tell a guy that you can make new friends now. Forget everything. All the friends you made in the past, they've forgotten about you. Might as well you as well forget about them. The world is cruel. I wonder, on one hand, there is the thought that I'm gonna make them pay someday. On the other hand, there's this thought that if I want to, if I want peace, then I need to let this go, because whatever has happened, it's in the past and it just doesn't matter. The only thing that matters is what I choose to do now. Well, that's from Kung Fu Panda, but I just saw that reel recently. I don't know. I bet if I go silent, if I stop texting people and wait for their texts, they'll most likely come never. Only my mom, dad, these two people would check upon me. Two people. Not my younger sister. Well, because we don't have that kind of a relationship. I don't text her, she doesn't text me. Not my cousins, who will rarely text me, but they do, but that's rare. Not my grandparents. Well, my grandma would, but like I'm not involving them in this. Like, they care about me. There's no questions over there. So no questions for my younger sister as well. Just we don't have that kind of daily checking upon relationship. Also because whenever I call my mom, I just end up talking to her if I do call her. But in terms of friends, not a single person. And it's not like I don't have friends, but I have friends who I made when I was like 14, 15, 13. It's been 10 years after that. I'm 23, turning 24. Have I made not have I not made any good friends in the last 10 years? Or even in the last 5 years, 7 years? My high school and then university. 7 years of my life and I couldn't make a new good friend. I thought I did. I had Saloni in high school. I had Saloni until third year of my university as well. I had Kivan until third year of my university. I had Maria until the third year of my university. Technically fourth, both of them, all of them until fourth technically. The fall of 2024, last year of my university life, and I lost them all. Maria, Saloni, Kivan, that roommate Mehak who I lost over a stupid garbage issue. Though that's debatable. Apparently she was never my friend as well. Kareem, Muhammad, all them people. I met Valerie, no, I met her later in 2025 though, in February. But that didn't last long as well. Moved to downtown. Initially was friends with this guy called Puneet. He would have been a good friend. But then he found a job. And well, he got busy. And then I found poker and I got busy. On FetLife I couldn't make any good friends. That's also because I wasn't there that much. And I was quite stupid thanks to the injections. How I love to put all the blame on them. When I get the transcript of this and I upload this in AI to get an analysis, you don't get a sense of my tone and how sad I sound when I'm talking and when I'm saying everything that I'm saying right now. Like there is not a single note of happiness in whatever I'm saying. Just disappointment and sadness. tomorrow, technically today, given it's after 12 a.m., my tour is gonna start. Something many people wish for. This opportunity that I really enjoyed when I was doing in 2024 as well. I'm taking roughly 20, 18 to 20 flights easily in the next 2 months. It's more than a lot of people take over several years, and a lot of them are still unbooked, and there would be impromptu trips in that as well. Tomorrow, Baroda to Delhi. Day after, then, well, technically tomorrow. Fuck it. The itinerary goes like this: Baroda to Delhi, Delhi to Warsaw, Warsaw to Toronto, Toronto to Chicago, but I might change that and make it Toronto to New York and New York to Chicago, and then Chicago to Amsterdam, Amsterdam to Bombay, Bombay to Baroda, and then Baroda to Bombay and Bombay to London. No, Bombay to Frankfurt, Frankfurt to Berlin, Berlin to London, London to Bombay, Bombay to Baroda, and Baroda to Bombay, Bombay to London, London to Toronto, and then maybe Toronto to Edmonton or Toronto to New York. I'm not decided yet. That, and then back to Toronto, and then Toronto to Vancouver. Vancouver will do a cruise and go to Alaska, and then Alaska, Anchorage to Seattle, Seattle to New York, maybe New York, or if not New York, then depends on how long I'm staying in Seattle. But from there to Toronto, then Toronto to London, and London to Mumbai, and Mumbai to Vadodara. How many flights did I cover? There's a lot of Toronto. I don't like Toronto anymore. It's not the city, it's the people. I don't have anyone to look forward to meeting over there. Just like how Japan has become. Without Ayu, there is nothing in Japan. Well, there is my host family, but it's not like a motivating factor. First of all, the city they live in is so fucking far from the airport. Takes 2.5, 3 hours by car if there is no traffic or low traffic. Well, I think I'm gonna end the video here because I don't have much to say. I have so much to say, but at the same time, nothing to say. I wanna have a friend I can talk to.